Welcome to another installment of Outside the Ring.
Today's topic, I don't know.
The dead man.
The dead man.
Dun, dun, dun. We're not dead. We're up and running, man. I'm the one, the only Jason.
My bad!
Yeah! Rest in peace. Murphy. Alongside the one, the only Troy. Stone Cold.
You know, if Undertaker thinks he can do it next year, I say let him go.
Austin. On Twitter, Outside the Ring with the number 1, Facebook, Outside the Ring, and email for people that aren't dead.
Outside the Ring 316 at gmail.com.
All right, so, what you got?
I have new reports on the Undertaker's health and status with the company. So, you just want me to go down the entire article, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Says, new details are coming out about the Undertaker's status for WrestleMania 29, and it said that the dead man is not in good shape at all. One thing that wasn't reported after his WrestleMania match with Triple H last year is that his hip replacement he had put in a few years back was damaged pretty bad. I did not even know he had a hip replacement.
I didn't either. Wow.
Yeah, that kind of... you got to think, you have a fake hip. Why are you still doing this? But anyway,
yeah.
There is talk that some of the surgical work he's had done over the past few years has really beat up on him to the point that he's back to square one. Mm-hmm. Taker's been going to see specialists in New York, but he's been beat up so bad now that WWE has been flying the doctors to his home in Texas instead. Yeah, I think it's about time for Taker to give it up. There's also a lot of talk within WWE that if he does end up doing anything at WrestleMania 29, it likely won't be a big-time physical match like we're used to seeing. As we have noted, or as NoDQ.com has noted, there's talks of having Taker work the Royal Rumble as a surprise entrant, and the idea that he can do a few memorable spots before being eliminated. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
No, that'd be cool. It'd be like a nostalgia pop, sort of, in a weird way. That would be cool. I just don't know what else the guy has to prove.
I don't know either.
He's 20-0. He beat Triple H twice. He beat Shawn twice.
Exactly.
We've said before that the only other guy that we would concede... There's a couple. I can see him and CM Punk having a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, but again, that would be, I think, too physical of a match.
And then you can put him with John Cena, who wrestles a little bit slower pace.
No, in WWE, they'd screw that up and have Cena win.
Yeah, that would suck. Well, I think they've come too far. I don't think... They've already put out DVDs saying that the streak will never end. I can't see that streak ending. I really can't.
And like it says here in the last paragraph or last sentence of the article, some people within the WWE are under the impression that the end of an era hype from last year's WrestleMania match against Triple H really was the end as far as big-time WrestleMania matches for The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And it honestly should be. I mean, the man is how old?
Yeah, I think if I'm Undertaker, and I know he loves to wrestle, and he only has to wrestle once a year and get paid... So nice. The thing is, he can go in the Hall of Fame this year, and it would be a send-off like Ric Flair, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The guy has done so much for the WWE and for wrestling. I mean, he's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. I remember growing up as a kid watching the guy. I mean, he is the end-all, be-all when it comes to WWE nostalgic.
Yep. He was there for the very first Raw, wasn't he?
Yes, with Shawn Michaels.
Like him and Shawn and Brett.
Yeah.
And they were there for the very first Raw. And he's the only one that is, still kind of around today.
He is. Without a doubt, he is. He is the end-all, be-all when it comes to professional wrestling. The guy knows how to work. And he's taking care of himself.
He's not afraid to put his body on the line either.
Yeah. He's taken care of himself over the years, but eventually your age is going to come up and it's going to catch up to you.
It's going to catch up to you, and it's going to kick you in the ass, and that's exactly what it's doing to him.
Yep.
Honestly, you make the streak stay intact because, honestly, what else does Undertaker have?
Right.
He has a handful of title reigns.
Right.
and maybe his ministry days, because those were pretty memorable.
Right.
And then the streak.
That's it.
He's best known for his undefeated streak.
I
agree. And if you take that away from him, he's pretty much nothing.
I agree.
He would have nothing to go on.
So what do you think? Should he retire? Should he go in the Hall this year, or should he have a match where it's not as much contact? I mean, again, I think, would you rather see Cena and Undertaker or Cena and The Rock?
I would... you put me behind the eight ball there. I don't want to see it at all.
I mean, if you're gonna put Cena in a match, I mean, as long as Undertaker wins, I wouldn't mind seeing a Cena Taker match.
Yeah,
it would be new and refreshing. I don't think it would be a lot of bumps.
Like you said, Cena wrestles a vastly slower match than most of the other guys on the roster.
Yes, which would fit the Undertaker right now.
Yeah,
but the problem is, here's the thing. Whether people, we have been spoiled, rotten the last 4 years with The Undertaker. He has given us, if you can make an argument, he has given us the 4 best matches of the year in 4 years in a row. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is. The both with Shawn were, in my opinion, the first one was probably one of my top 3 matches of all time.
Oh, easily top 3.
The second one was very good. The ones with Triple H, even the one last year was better than the one the year before.
Mm-hmm.
We're spoiled, and you're not going to. I don't think you would get that with Taker and Cena, although they could come close. And I think if you do a lot of near falls, and if you really put in the image in the audience's head that John Cena could win, because that's the thing, he would be a credible opponent that you would pay to see. You would honestly, in the back of your head, just like you're saying, go, oh my God, I hope they don't let him win. There is that in your back of your head, just like with The Rock, there's a chance that The Rock was going to lose to Cena.
Yeah, plus there's always, you're talking about that, and then there's going to be the people that will just watch it because they don't want to see Cena win.
Exactly.
Just the people that just hate him that much, they'll order the pay-per-view just to see, if it will happen.
And there's other people that said, maybe The Rock and Undertaker.
I saw that on No DQ too.
I don't know what they're going to do, man, because I really don't want to see Rock and Cena again unless it leads to a Cena heel turn.
Yeah.
Where do you go with CM Punk? Where do you go with Brock Lesnar, who's scheduled to be on? It's going to be interesting this year. There is a lot of question marks.
And that's another thing that you can do with Cena. If you're dead set on keeping him face, which I think is a dumb move, you don't have to turn him heel to put him up against The Undertaker.
No.
Undertaker can work a face or a heel, but not really seem like it.
Yes, he can. That's a good point.
He's a tweener. He's kind of like Austin, but not to Austin's degree.
Last year, or the year before that, when Shawn's retirement match, I think a lot of people were pulling for Shawn because they didn't want to see him go.
Exactly.
And Taker wasn't a full-fledged heel. He was just doing heelish stuff, like Triple H last year. Triple H was saying, I've gone corporate now. I need to take care of this business. He knew he was going to get heat for that. Yeah. But he didn't full-fledged go old-school Triple H. Mm-hmm. And I see what you're saying, and that is a good point. So let us know what you think. How would you book The Undertaker this year's WrestleMania? Would you tell him to retire? Would you have him in a match?
Yeah, would you book him? Would you just say, Taker, listen, you're busted. You're done. We don't want to work you into a grave. Mm-hmm. No pun intended,
right?
So we don't want you to die in that ring, man.
No. Please subscribe. We love hearing some of your comments, most of them.
Yeah.
And
after yesterday's show,
yes,
some of them.
That's right. But we'll be back tomorrow, I believe, right?
Yes, we should be.
Okay, so we should be back tomorrow. And hopefully you will be too, outside the ring.
Deuces.